What is optimal net clearance for tennis approach shot success? When it comes to tennis, understanding the optimal net clearance for approach shots can greatly influence match outcomes. The right height can be the difference between winning a point and hitting the net. So, what should players aim for? Optimal net clearance is the vertical distance between the ball and the top of the net during a shot. For advanced players, the ideal clearance is typically between 1.2 to 1.5 meters above the net. This height allows the ball to land deep in the opponent's court while minimizing the risk of hitting the net. A key point to remember is that too low a clearance can lead to net faults, while too high can slow down the shot, giving opponents more time to react. Finding that balance is essential for success. There is a positive correlation between net clearance and shot depth. As players increase their net clearance, the depth of their shots tends to improve. However, skilled players can still hit deep shots with lower clearance by effectively using speed and spin. Approach shots are aggressive shots meant to take control of the net. For these shots, a slightly lower net clearance is often preferred. This reduces the opponent's reaction time and increases the chances of finishing the point quickly. Top players usually clear the net by about 1.2 to 1.5 meters on their approach shots. This ensures the ball lands deep while allowing for a margin of error. The right amount of topspin also plays a role. More topspin allows for higher clearance without the risk of hitting the net, as the ball arcs and drops quickly inside the baseline. Beginners often use higher net clearance to avoid errors, but this can reduce shot effectiveness. Advanced players, on the other hand, relying on controlled lower clearance combined with spin and pace to keep the ball deep and pressure their opponents. Tactical context is also important. When players are inside the court approaching the net, they aim for lower, aggressive shots. When pushed back, higher clearance shots can give them time to recover their position. Consistency is key. Coaches recommend aiming for a clearance of about 3 to 6 feet above the net to reduce faults. However, for approach shots, this margin is often less to maintain offensive pressure. Finally, hitting aggressive approach shots with optimal net clearance sets players up well for volleys and reduces unforced errors. The optimal net clearance for approach shots is a balance. Enough height to avoid net errors but low enough to keep the ball fast and deep. Aim for that 1.2 to 1.5 meter range and incorporate topspin to control trajectory and depth. This strategy can lead to a higher success rate in finishing points at the net.